It's pretty wild to think that just a few years ago I was working a normal job in the city, long hours, stuck in the office, and even though things looked decent from the outside, deep down I knew I was looking for more. Now I make over $50,000 a month in commissions as a remote closer, and I get to live life on my own terms. This is exactly how I did it. When people hear that number, they assume I must have got some head start in life, but I didn't. I started as a part-time appointment setter. I worked after hours and got paid $50 per appointment. That was it. Nothing special. I didn't have a big social media following or a massive network. I just backed myself in. I stayed consistent and I kept stacking the skills. That's how it happened. And in this video, I'll walk you through all 7 steps I followed to go from stuck in a job to building the life that I actually wanted. The first thing that I did is I got myself a mentor. Someone who was already doing this properly. I didn't try to figure it out all by myself. I found someone that was already making serious money with remote sales and I modeled them. I looked at how they ran their calls, how they thought, how they spoke, how they carried themselves. I wanted to borrow their belief system because I was struggling for confidence and I had no experience. So this helped me to remove all the noise and all the junk on social media and YouTube that was out there and just go tunnel vision on what actually worked. So then from there, I started posting on social media, adding social media influencers and online coaches with high ticket offers, and I started to build a bit of a network. And this allowed me to land my first remote appointment setting gig. It wasn't glamorous, it was a part-time role where I'd go home after my office job and I'd work a few hours in the evening just to book a few appointments. But I was happy that I was just learning and I was in the game. And I was starting to believe that this could actually work. I started making my first income through remote sales. So once I started to cover my basic needs and living costs through appointment setting, I decided to leave my office job and go all in on remote sales. And this gave me the opportunity to go full-time into closing, which is a lot more lucrative. My first role was with a guy named Sam, a mind and body coach with a $4,000 health and fitness offer. And that's where I started to learn the full end-to-end process of appointment setting and closing. It taught me to stay calm under pressure, and it taught me to ask better questions to uncover real emotional pain points. I was speaking with, it was a coaching program for females. So I was talking to females and it was a bit more of an emotional sell. So it taught me to be a lot more empathetic and how to close from start to finish. After about 6 weeks, I found a better opportunity. I capped out at about $2,000 a week in commissions. And I found an offer where I could sell a $20,000 business coaching program to restaurants and cafes in Australia. It suited my personality a lot better. It was a lot more logical, more straightforward, mature business owners with more money and they could get business loans, and it just was better all around. And because of my prior experience and negotiating, just so you know, most closers in the industry, they'll make a 10% commission, 15% if they're lucky. I was able to negotiate 20% commission because I brought my knowledge and I essentially was helping with the sales process. And this became my most profitable high ticket offer to date. Same skill set, higher ticket, just bigger upside. If you can sell something higher ticket, I would recommend that. You'll make way more money in just the same 30 to 45 minute phone call or Zoom call. So then from there, I started to see the opportunity. So I put my foot down. I started studying top closers in the industry. I reviewed my sales calls every single night and I gave myself feedback after every call. I didn't want to waste time. I was obsessed with getting better, and that consistent action is what moved the needle for me. So then I went back and I built in feedback loops. I didn't just hope I'd improve. I broke down what worked, what didn't work, and started to make the adjustments daily. I tracked which objections I really struggled with. In the beginning, the biggest ones for me were the think about it objection and the partner objection. They used to annoy me. I lost so many sales from those, so I started to refine those, my tonality, and also my openers to be more authoritative, to get respect and compliance straight away, especially with more alpha prospect and more sophisticated people. So that's how I refined my process over time. I went back and looked at my data and also reviewed my sales calls to look at the little refinements over time. So after about a month on that offer, selling the $20,000 business coaching, I had my first $10,000 week. I remember it so clearly. I ran downstairs and I started yelling in the house with my best friend, who was the soul brother that started on the journey with me of personal growth. Unfortunately, he died in a motorcycle accident a few years ago in Bali when we were over there together, which was really sad. Too young, and yeah, but obviously he started on the journey with me and at the time, and we were living together on the Gold Coast, and I just ran down and we just celebrated and hugged because we finally broke through and we put in so much work keeping each other accountable. And then shortly after that, had a $20,000 week, then multiple $50,000 months in commissions, and the floodgates started to open and it really started to compound. So that's all it is, guys. You just got to stay with the tension, take quitting off the table and stay with it. So if you're still stuck in a job or you might be selling something low ticket as a salesperson, let me know in the comments what kind of offer that you want to be closing on. Is it business coaching, fitness, wealth stuff? You could be selling a trading course, digital courses, Amazon FBA, property investment, for a property investment company as well. And I'll see if I can point you in the right direction. I've got a recruitment company and a sales agency, so we have different niches and offers coming across our desk. So I'll see if I can help you out. I personally like offers with a money-based outcome, find they're easier to sell and obviously easier to convince people when they can get the ROI money-wise over, relationship coaching, life coaching, or other offers. But, as long as the marketing's good, every offer is good. So I just want to let you guys know, I'm not special. I just stayed with it. I was teachable. I stayed in the game. I didn't quit. I hang with the tension. And I like to call it the popcorn effect. The longer you stay with something, just keep applying that heat, it's going to start popping for you. And you'll start climbing to higher incomes as you get more experience and on better offers, okay? So just keep sharpening your saw and getting better with the skill. And that's what changed everything for me. So if you want to learn how to get into this space properly, I put together a free private starter kit that shows you the path. It covers how to land your first role, how to get trained in the right way, and how to start earning real money online as a remote appointment setter or closer. Just comment down below the word kit or DM me on social media and I can send it over to you. So this industry is real. This opportunity is real. You've just got to find the right offer and get the right mentor. And if I was able to do it, so can you. Why not you?